Hello there people of the internet, my name is Owen and welcome to a brand new video on Blurb, which today is an update video. I haven't done an update video for a little while now, and as you can probably tell in the background, it's snowing, so this is why I'm not out in the cars and I'm watching my the background and looking at the car as well. I'm missing it, to be fair. It's stuck in a unit at the moment, as you guys have already know. So as an update, we've still got Sarah's Astra, and the MOT is due on the 6th of February. Well, it's going in for the 6th of February to have its MOT done. It currently needs a track rod end, ball joint, and a drop link. But as soon as that's done, and the MOT is done as well, then the car's ready to go. It's also going to be having a service and an engine flush as well, to try and see if that stops the ticking of the chain. It's two garages now have said it just needs an engine flush, it doesn't need the chain doing yet. But whilst I've been sorting the Corsa's downfall with the wheel falling off after its MOT, and trying to sort that to get that fixed, to get it back on the road so that it's driving again, getting it through an MOT and getting it serviced as well, then sorting Sarah's Astra out with the drive shaft and getting it here, changing the tyre, doing the indicator, the heaters and bits and bobs on that car, I completely forgot that my beloved Astra J is due a cam belt change. It's now 64,800 miles to be exact. Looking at the service intervals, that engine is supposed to have a cam belt change every 100,000 miles or 6 years, whichever one comes first. My Astra is over 6 years old now by a couple of months, and it's on 64,800 miles, so rounded up to 65,000. It should be okay for a little while longer, although I am booking or trying to book it to get done straight after Sarah's Astra. So I think it was February the 11th and the 12th I've got days off to get that done. And I'd rather get it done sooner than me having an engine that doesn't work in a car that I use as my daily. That car is used every single day without failure. That is the most used car that I have, is my Astra. Sarah's Astra is sitting pretty at the moment, waiting for its MOT day, so that's all sorted. As soon as it passes, we can get fuming back. There's a few bits I still need to do to fuming when she comes back. Say a few bits, quite a lot of things actually. First of all, we need to sort the tyre situation out and the wheel situation. Before I took fuming to the unit where she's going to sit, she had a popped tyre in the back, which was my fault because I drove over a grid that was not there and it burst one of my rear tyres straight after I've had the axle change. And I put the wheel that I literally just bought off J&J Breakers, which is another Tigra wheel, same 15-inch alloy, and slapped that on it, and it has the wrong size tyre on it. It has, I can't remember the tyre size now, it's a smaller tyre size to the ones that are on the other three wheels. And funnily enough, the tyre that burst was not on the one that was on the buckled wheel. The buckled wheel I will be keeping, that will be staying in the wheel well at the back and the boot, and that will be acting as a spare wheel in case I hit another grid with nothing there and burst the tyre. So yeah, I need to sort that alloy out, I need to refurb that. I've already got some paint for it which I've been waiting to sort. It's just been sat here for a little while. It's Russian, I can tell because of the way everything's wrote on here. Initially, my idea was to test it on the rocker cover because I was going to take the rocker cover off, paint it in the same colour as this, which is what I did originally paint my rear drums on the Corsa, but that was on the old axle, so we also need to do that as well, so I might have to order another tin of this. And then I've bought these stickers. They're probably dried out by now. It's old stickers, and this was going to go on the top of the rocker cover, which are them, which they're going to go on hopefully. I bought two in case I bugger one up, and if I don't bugger one up, then I've got one for a spare to put somewhere else, perhaps under the car, you know, just for a laugh. We've got a few bits to fume in terms of tyres, and then from then you've got the split fold rear seats with the interior that I put in. It still needs, and I found one, is an arm in the middle which allows the seats to fold without the other, if that makes sense. But other than that, it's a bracket of some sort. The only downside is I can't find any bolts or any nuts that fit through the holes, and I'm pretty sure it's in my toolbox somewhere, but I've got to try and dig in there eventually. Because of the way COVID has happened when we took Fume to the unit, it's thrown things out of tilt. I've been trying to sort Sarah's car out to get that through an MOT, because that is more important at the moment. Otherwise we're going to end up with a car that has literally no MOT and a lot of things still needing doing to it. It's been pretty crap weather anyway since we changed Fume over for the Astra, so it's just sitting out of the weather at the moment. Not in the weather, but out of the weather, so that's a plus anyways. Funny story, if anybody was to try and nick Fume, they'd probably break the window, get in the car, sit in it, and then realise it's an automatic and sod off. In terms of the Astra, my Astra, again the Astra 2014, it also needs 2 front tyres for that, so this year's going to be quite a tiresome year. I need to sort the Corsa's wheel refurbishment, as well as I need a sticker as well for the wheel, so that all the wheels look nice and tidy again with the right tyres and everything else, and no buckled wheel, because that is the idea, is the tyre that I popped on the good wheel, that's going to go and replace the buckled one, and then the new one is going to replace the one it's replacing the buckled one with. Then I need to sort the interior out. That's another thing as well I need to do, is the speakers on the Corsa keep not breaking, but the wires keep corroding and then they eventually don't work. So I do have some spare cable over at Dean's when we changed the door. So the old loom from the old door, I'll just cut some of those wires and Frankenstein it so that it works properly, because it's thicker speaker cable than the ones I got from the Vibes that I bought. Then I've also got the sub in my Astra. That's also another thing I need to try and sort, which we'll probably sort next week. I know there was a comment on my video when I was sorting the dash cam out to say, when you're going to do a video of an installation of your sub in your Astra, and that's quite an interesting video anyways, because I've installed it into the original stereo of the car. That is another thing I can show you guys of how I've done and how we did that ages ago. It was probably about 2 years ago now we installed that sub, but that means I've got to take the entire dash off again, glove box, and I'm going to try and dig the wires. It's the RCA cables that have broken on my sub from when I had the axle in the boot from the Corsa. That damaged the cables because I must have pressed it into the sub, because I didn't think about taking the sub out because I couldn't be bothered. So I need to change the RCA cables for the sub in the Astra. Like I say, as soon as Sarah's Astra has passed an MOT, it's had a service and it's all ready to go, and it's safe for the road, that car can then go back to Sarah's and I can get Fume back to here, home, so that I can start doing bits and bobs to it again, ruining it even more really, but also having fun, because as soon as we come out of lockdown I can then go out and drive her again. And I've got the show plates, as you guys remember, they're in my room. They're going to go on the car when we go to a car meet eventually, which I cannot wait for, because that car deserves to go to every car meet you can get. I know the door still needs doing on it. The door's going to have to be resprayed, although I am thinking of getting the entire car resprayed anyways. I need to get myself a grinder as well, because I need to take off the front bumper again and grind down the rust that is underneath, because again that needs sorting, because although I did it by hand, doing it by hand was only a temporary fix until I can get myself a tool to do it, but the longer I leave it the worse it's going to get. So that was only a temporary fix. There'll be more Rust Corsa videos to do soon. Yeah, I mean, we've survived 2 lockdowns already. This one we're coping with at the moment. The benefit, and everybody keeps saying that the first lockdown was the best lockdown because we had the nicer weather, and I completely agree, because there were still things you could go out and do, whether it be washing your cars constantly, fixing things, sorting the garden out and just doing bits and bobs. This time we can't because of the weather and how cold it is. However, I actually prefer this lockdown, because although it's more boring, there's not much to really do and you can't go out for a jog, you're not really missing much out in the weather anyway. Got the new jumpers as well. This one is the Blurb jumper, the other one was the Fume jumper if you remember. Same colour, and on the back, if I show you, there we go. Now, these jumpers are not for sale at the moment, although I have an idea of maybe making some merch for the channel, but I don't think we're at that point yet, so it would deem me pointless to getting that up and running because we haven't got the subscribers yet. Although they are going up and some of them are going down, I like to say that my videos are slightly or slowly improving, but obviously I need feedback for that, so criticism is allowed in the comments, but obviously nasty comments like this videos or your videos are just completely shite now. And if you can't say nice things, then just don't say anything at all. There's no point. Anyways guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video, this update video. I haven't made an update for a while. I also updated the channel if you guys already haven't noticed. So everything like the intro and the outro and bits on the channel, the layout is completely different to what it was a month ago. So everything is nice and tidy, everything's nice and fresh, so that we can continue in a more updated way. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching the videos in the past as well. It really does help me a lot, especially when you comment as well. Some of your comments are really nice and humble. Yeah, I know I need bits to sort and things to improve, but I'm slowly improving the quality of my videos. So thank you very much for the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, leave a like and subscribe.